Hey guys, and welcome back to a new series I will start on the channel Showdown Lives. I will try to ladder up on Showdown in different tiers, and I want to upload these episodes at least once or twice a week. I don't really know yet. And yeah, in this episode I'm going to play OU. So I've actually built a team. I have to say though, I'm not the best battler or team builder. Especially team building I'm not very good at. So I might make some misplays, but we can all learn from that. So yeah, I built this team. It's a Tapu Koko Volturn team. This is actually a Fairium Z team. It helps. Well, it's a pretty big surprise factor and people don't expect it really. It isn't really common. We have Mega Scissor as our defogger and physically defensive mom. We also have a Rocky Helmet Landorus, another defensive mon. He's our stealth rocker, also rocking U-turn. We have Choice Packs Keldeo and Choice Band Hoopa. Both of these mons are basically our wall breakers, and if we can get the timing right using our Volturn core right here, we can send those two Pokemon in and yeah, cause some really big damage to our opponent's team. And last but not least, we have our specially defensive Tangrowth, Assault Vest Tangrowth, actually rocking HP Fire because, as you guys can see, I'm kinda weak to Ferrothorn. I can't really touch it aside from Hoopa's Fire Punch and Keldeo's Secret Sword. So Tangrowth with HP Fire is a nice, well, kind of counter to that. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's look for a battle. So we found ourselves a battle. We're facing a rain team right here. So he's probably gonna lead off with, I think, Pelipper, so I'm actually gonna lead off with Koko. Yes, I was right, he leads with Pelipper. And now I have to see. I don't think he's gonna go hard Swampert. I think he's gonna go Ferrothorn, so I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch. As he goes Zapdos actually, so let's see how much that is gonna do. Looks like a specially defensive Zapdos, not really sure. So who I'm gonna send in right now? Well, let's calc real quick. Keldeo. Let's see how much a Specs Keldeo is gonna do to a Zapdos. Hydro Pump does a lot in the rain, it OHKOs, but I'm not really sure what kind of set this is. Because Volt Switch did 28%, let's quickly calc and see what kind of Zapdos this is. Custom set. Volt Switch. Yeah, he's specially defensive. I'm pretty sure he's specially defensive, so let's see how much Keldeo is gonna do on the specially defensive set. In the rain, of course. Still looks like a OHKO, and Scald doesn't OHKO, but he doesn't really have a switch. Well, he does have Ferrothorn though. I could go Hoopa. Actually, since he's specially defensive, let's go into Hoopa. He doesn't really have any switching for a Hoopa. Choice Banded Hyperspace Fury should do a lot of damage. So yeah, let's see. Yep, straight up OHKO Zapdos. Choice Band Hoopa is really powerful. It also, 2-hit KOs Celesteela and also Toxapex. So it's really powerful. It also helps Keldeo in that aspect by 2-hit KOing Toxapex, which is a counter to Keldeo. But he sent out his Greninja, and I think I'm just gonna go into Tangrowth. Resist his water type attack if he wants to throw out one. Goes for Dark Pulse actually, predicting my switch. But it did little damage, and it looked like he's Battlebond Greninja. I'm actually gonna go for Knockoff, predicting him to switch. I'm predicting Ferrothorn, yes, there it is, and get rid of his item. He actually has a Rocky Helmet. Okay, and we're kinda low right now, and HP Fire isn't gonna do much in the rain. So that's kind of a problem. I'm predicting Stealth Rocks. Let's go into Hoopa again. Yes, and as he goes for Stealth Rock. And I wanna see how much Hyperspace Fury from Hoopa does to this to this Ferrothorn. Oh, you Hazard Setter. In the rain, Fire Punch isn't gonna OHKO. Hyperspace Fury does as much as Drain Punch actually. So let's go for Drain Punch. And does really nice damage. He goes for Leech Seed, so he's probably gonna go for Protect or gonna switch into either Pelipper or, well, probably Pelipper actually, so he could also go for, well, if I went for Hyperspace Fury it would bypass the Protect, so I probably should have went for Hyperspace Fury, but I was afraid for a Gyro Ball, which would do lots of damage with the defense drop. I think I'm just gonna go for a second Drain Punch as he doesn't go for Protect or Switch, so Ferrothorn goes down. He sacks his Ferrothorn right there. And he only has one turn of rain left. So let's see who's gonna send out next. As he actually forfeits, so we grab ourselves our first win. As you see, I'm at the bottom of the ladder. I haven't done any battles with this account yet actually, so let's look for another one. And yeah, I actually really like this team. I had some success with it. I don't really know if it's that good, but here we see a Trick Room team. I'm not a big fan of Trick Room, especially when facing a team, but probably gonna lead off with Yuxi. Okay, he says hi. Let's say hi back, why not? But yeah, I'm gonna go with Hoopa. Doesn't really have a switch in, as he has Cofagrigus, so we should be able to OHKO Cofagrigus with Hyperspace Fury. As we does. Hoopa is really powerful. So yeah, what's your next switch in? Actually, let's start the timer just to speed things up a bit. As he sends out Mawile and he intimidates us. Probably Mega Mawile. So he doesn't have Hyper Cutter, so let's go into Orlando and intimidate him. He Mega Evolves, goes for Knockoff. Doesn't do too much damage because of the Intimidate, and I can set up my rocks, but he's probably gonna go into Yuxi because of Levitate. Let's go for U-turn. Predict. Actually goes in Crawdent, so that's really nice. Do over half to Crawdent. He does have a ground type in Zygarde, so that's a problem, but let's go into Tapu Koko. I don't think this is AV Magear now. Well, it could be actually, because of this Trick Room team. No, he's Trick Room Magear. Now, what am I saying? So let's go for Dazzling Gleam here. Aqua Jet doesn't OHKO us, luckily, and Crawdent goes down. We do reveal the Dazzling Gleam now, but it shouldn't matter, I think. So yeah, what's your next Pokemon? He sends out Yuxi right now. So probably gonna go for Trick Room. So I'm gonna go for Volt Switch. Wanna preserve my Tapu Koko, as it does very little damage. I'm surprised by that. So let's go into Scissor right here. As he goes for Trick Room. No, he goes for Stealth Rock actually. So I'm just gonna defog those away and see what he wants to do. Probably go for Trick Room right now. Yep, he does. So he could get another layer or another layer. He could go for Stealth Rock right here. So I'm just gonna go for U-turn in case he wants to switch out. He goes for Memento actually. And probably goes into Mawile or Zygarde right now and set up. So that's a bit of a problem actually. But we do have Lando still to intimidate both of those threats. So yep, he goes for Mawile. Let's go for U-turn, get out of here. As he goes for Swords Dance. But I'm pretty sure Lando can take a +1 hit. I hope so at least. We intimidate it and let's go for EQ. We have to. And we can't take a hit, so this is a problem. And he's still fast because of the Trick Room. This is a problem really. Let's see. Let's go into Scissor. He He is faster than us, so let's go for a U-turn to take a hit and switch immediately into Hoopa after that. So yeah, we should be able to take any hit from this Mawile because we have a physically defensive Scissor. Not sure if this is the best play, but it's too late now. We take a knockoff, it was a crit, of course, and we can go into Hoopa right now and he doesn't have a switch in. So I don't think Hyperspace Fury is gonna knock a Mega Mawile out, especially from this range. It does 55% maximum, so we have to go for Fire Punch. Hopefully it doesn't switch out into Zygarde, that would kind of stink. But we do have a switch in Tangrowth and Scissor for that. So I hope he will stay in. Actually, a Sucker Punch from him might actually knock me up. Yep. Okay, I misplayed right there. Shouldn't matter too much, so let's go into Keldeo. Doesn't have a switch in for Keldeo either, and let's see if Scald can knock him out, otherwise we would have to go for Hydro Pump. But Scald seems like a knockout, so let's go for that. Yeah, I probably should have went for Keldeo earlier, I just sacked my Hoopa for no reason at all. As he goes for Magearna, I'm probably gonna go for Trick Room again. So let's damage this. Does over half, and there's the Trick Room. Probably gonna go for Fleur Cannon, but I don't really have a switch in for that. So let's go for Scald again. As he goes for his Z, it's Twinkle Tackle. So we waste his Z, which is nice, but he gets the Soul Heart boost. So that kind of stinks. Even though he's +2, or +1 I mean, I think Tangrowth can live a hit from him, especially since he just uses Z move. So let's go for Earthquake right here. And hope he can live this attack and get some damage off. It's not even a 2-hit KO Flash Cannon, so that's nice. Let's go for it again. Only 2 turns of Trick Room left. He could go for Fleur Cannon actually. So I'm gonna switch out Tangrowth actually, because he still has the Zygarde as he goes for Fleur Cannon, and it knocks Scissor out actually. I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that, so we have to go into Tangrowth again. And go for Earthquake. But he's now at neutral and he misses his Fleur Cannon actually. So we take out Magearna and his Trick Room turns are gone. But now we have a problem. If this is DD Zygarde we lose. And I can't switch Tapu Koko into any move, so let's go for knockoff. He goes for E-Speed. And let's see what kind of set. This was a choice band set, so let's go for as he forfeits. So we win the match again. Kinda at a disadvantage earlier, but we managed to come out clutch and we're now 1080 on the ladder. So let's look for another one. It's going good so far, but we're kinda low laddered still, so we don't face the most challenging opponents. But here we have another pretty cool team actually. We have probably Mega Gallade and Hydreigon. Don't see those mons very often, same with Suicune actually. He doesn't have any ground type, so I'm pretty free to lead Koko as he leads Heatran. So unless this is Scarf Heatran, we should be able to get a Volt Switch off right here and kinda see what set it is based on the damage. Is that specially defensive? Let's quickly calc that, just to be sure. Custom set. And specially defensive Heatran. It did 32. Kinda seems specially defensive. Let's see how much that does to the regular trapping set substitute. Yeah, he has some sort of special bulk. So Keldeo seems like a nice switch in. Yeah, a problem with this team is we don't really have a switch in for any fire type moves like from Heatran, especially Zard Y really defeats this team. Which kinda stinks, but let's go for a Scald. He could go Suicune. Goes Bulu actually. But we could burn him right here and that would... we don't get the burn. Kinda sucks, but we have a free switch into Scissor. Bulu can't really touch Scissor. Here, Hornleech does only 9 in grassy terrain, so we can We can defog these rocks away. He's probably gonna go into Heatran. But that's fine, we can just go into Keldeo again. Even though Keldeo isn't really a switch in for... But he stays in. And what's he goes for Brick Break, okay. Probably gonna switch, so I'm gonna for U-turn. Yep, predicted the switch. And he goes into Hydreigon actually, so we get massive damage on that Hydreigon. And he might be Scarfed. And so he outspeeds my whole team. But I don't think he can touch Koko. I resist his dark type moves and am immune to his dragon step, so let's go for HP Ice, or well, let's go for Dazzling Gleam. Has Flash Cannon, but it's neutral and we take this Hydreigon out. He was Scarfed, but that didn't matter and we get rid of his Scarfer. He goes for Heatran again, so let's Volt Switch out of here again. Do some nice damage to it. And he's probably gonna go for Stealth Rock again. I'm just gonna go into Keldeo. Goes for Flash Cannon and he crits us, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna go for Scald again in case he wants to switch into Bulu and we can possibly burn it again. Same with Suicune. So maybe we can get a burn right here. 30%. Yes, we get the burn. Okay, and we gain some HP from his grassy terrain. And I can freely go to Scissor again. Resist any moves he wants to throw at us. Only does 3 with the burn and the grassy terrain negates that damage. So I'm gonna go for a U-turn again, predicting a switch. Bulu isn't really a threat anymore. Goes into Suicune. I can go freely into Koko right here and throw off a... Well, let's see how much Volt Switch does to Suicune real quick. He's probably Crocoon or what is called Vincoon or something like that. So yeah, OU Restock. Volt Switch doesn't OHKO it, is at 80%, so we have to go for Thunderbolt. It's a roll in our favor. But he's switching to Koko actually. And we do over half because of a crit. So I'm kind of willing to risk the speed tie right here. Should I? Probably not actually. So let's go into Tangrowth right here. He's a special wall, so he goes for Volt Switch. Could have went for Thunderbolt. We probably could have lived a Volt Switch, but then Koko would be very low and he goes for Heatran. Well, I kind of want to go for EQ right here because I continuously went into Keldeo on this thing, so he probably won't go for a fire type move, but let's think about this. Do we need Tangrowth for anything? Well, kinda for Suicune and this Koko right here. Let's go into Keldeo. Probably he goes for Eruption, so nice, we switched. But he's half health, so I don't know why he went for Eruption, but probably is only fire type move and we can throw another Scald at him. Do some damage to that Bulu right there and possibly burn the Suicune if he decides to go into that. And yep, we get 25% off on him and I kind of want to get up rocks right here because he's making all these switches, so let's go into Lando, intimidate him. Couldn't do too much damage to us because of the burn, yep. Rocky Helmet damage and let's get up these rocks. He can't remove them, so go for a Stealth Rock right here. And see what he decides to do next. Sends out his Suicune. We should be faster than it, so I'm gonna throw off a U-turn right here, get some chip damage. Unless he has some speed investment, but he doesn't, and I think go into Tangrowth right here. Take any of his moves. Actually goes for Ice Beam, okay. Didn't expect that, but we take it like a champ. So let's go for a knockoff in case he wants to go into Heatran. We can get rid of his item. I don't see him stay in actually. Yes, he goes Heatran. Could have went for Earthquake, but This got both of those plays staying in and switching, and we get rid of his leftovers. So if Eruption is his only move to hit us, I'm gonna go for Earthquake. Yep, Eruption does nothing because he's at 30% and Heatran goes down. So that's nice. And yeah, I don't really see what... Probably gonna go Gallade actually. No, go Suicune. I don't know why, so I'm just gonna throw off a Giga Drain right here. Probably gonna go for Ice Beam. Don't freeze us, please. Nice, he doesn't. 44%. One more should take him out, so let's do that. And we can always swap out next and get our health back thanks to Regenerator. And we defeat the Suicune right here. So you only have 3 months left. One burnt Bulu. And he goes for Bulu right now. But we have a switch in for that and Scissor, so... Megahorn does absolutely nothing. And I think just go for Bullet Punch right here. Doesn't really have a switch in for it. Koko should go down to the Bullet Punch. Yep, it does. Crit didn't matter. Pretty sure it didn't matter. As he goes Gallade right here. I'm gonna U-turn right out of here. If he wants to go for SD, I have Lando. He goes for CC. Does nice damage actually, but he has lower defense right now and U-turn does massive damage. And he's 35 speed. So let's go into Koko. We outspeed him and go for a Dazzling Gleam. Knock this Gallade out. And he only has Bulu left and we're faster than it, and let's take it out with the Z move. We haven't used it yet, so let's go for it. Twinkle Tackle away. Koko's really putting in work right here. And yeah, Bulu goes down and we win another battle. And we are now in the 1100, so let's get another battle. Probably the last one. And we face a Sticky Web team. I see Smeargle, so I'm assuming Sticky Web. So let's start a timer and... yeah, let's go into Koko. He doesn't have any ground type, so... let's Volt Switch, probably bring him down to his Sash. And if he wants to go for Spore, I can go right into Tangrowth, take the Spore. Yes, he goes for Spore. And... gonna go for Knockoff, in case he wants to swap. But he stacks Smeargle right here. But he does have a Stealth or a Sticky Web up, so... I want to get rid of them as soon as possible, so I need to get Scissor in somehow and go for Defog. And he goes for Magnezone. Don't really know why, I can just EQ this thing. Okay, he is Toxic. That's kind of and he's weakness policy Magnezone. You really don't see that often. So let's go for an Earthquake again. HP Ice or Fire, it does lots of damage because of a crit. That kinda stinks. We're at 2% right now. But if we switch we can get our health back. And he goes for Mimikyu. Mimikyu is kind of a problem actually. I'm gonna knock him off. He goes for Swords Dance. I want to break his disguise and get rid of his item. We lose Tangrowth though, but... we don't get rid of his item. It's probably Z actually. So... let's think about his play. Let's see how much a Bullet Punch does to Mimikyu from Scissor. Scissor, Mega, Custom Set, Mimikyu. It's probably Go CMZ. Bullet Punch does a lot of damage. I don't really know what to do right here. I don't want to lose Scissor to a Z move because I want to get rid of these webs. So I'm gonna go Lando, lower his attack, I mean, and just go for a EQ right here. We might lose Lando actually, but okay, he wastes his Z move on Lando. We might live this. Yes, we actually do. Nice, and that does lots of damage. Probably gonna go for play rough right here. I could save Lando. Let's see how much a +1 Shadow Claw does to Scissor. At +1 Shadow Claw. Okay, that does very little damage, so we can safely go into Scissor right here. And he goes for Shadow Claw, but he crits us. Okay, that's really annoying. So we have the Roost right here. He goes for Shadow Sneak, crits us again. But we're kinda healed up, and let's go for Defog. I want to get rid of these rocks. Roost up again, in case he wants to go for Shadow Sneak, so we at the maximum amount of damage. Doesn't crit us luckily, and we can go for Bullet Punch right now. Yes, and knock this Mimikyu out. Okay, we got rid of a really big threat right there. He goes into Gyarados right now, and now things are starting to get difficult. I'm gonna U-turn out right here. I hope he's not DD. He actually goes straight into Mega Gyarados. Don't really know why. Get some super effective damage off right now. I'm free to go into Koko and outspeed this thing. And just go for a T-Bolt. Yep, and Gyarados goes down. Sends out a Kartana. Kartana could be Scarfed. So I'm gonna switch into Lando. And get an Intimidate off. He's probably Scarfed. No, he isn't. He's double SD. Didn't expect that, but we can throw off an EQ right there. Well, yeah, let's go for EQ. But he's probably gonna kill us, yep. And now he's +2. This is really scary though. We don't outspeed him with Keldeo. I have to go Koko, and I'm pretty sure a Thunderbolt in electric terrain knocks a Kartana out. So let's see. Otherwise we have to go for our Z move. SD. He is at 84%. How much is Z gonna do? Yeah, okay, it knocks him out. I don't want to risk the low roll and lose this match, so let's go for Twinkle Tackle and make sure we knock this Kartana out. And we do. And we do. And he forfeits the match, so we win another battle. I'm gonna end the episode off here. Tapu Koko really put in the finest piece of work. I didn't really get the chance to use or show off Hoopa, Unbound and Keldeo in this episode, but they really came in clutch in off-screen matches. So yeah, so if you like this video and want to see more of these battles and this series, be sure to press the like button and yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.